said, the first like 2 minutes will come off.
Yeah, that's fine. I kind of figured.
I've got like 20 minutes editing I have to do on the fucking next one that comes out.
20 minutes?
Yeah, because up in like in the middle of the episode, we both had to piss.
Oh shit!
So literally, I just was like, he looks over at me and was like, we gotta pause this, and I'm like, pause it? Like I can't pause it. Like I just have to go. Like we just keep going. He's like, I gotta piss. And I had been sitting there for like 20 minutes. Like I have to pee so fucking bad. Like I even peed twice before I started it, but I had like 2 shots of tequila and then a beer. And as soon as I cracked that beer, I was like, fuck.
That will exactly do it.
Yeah,
having all those freaking drinks. Definitely do it.
Do you drink when you do your streaming?
Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah. See, you get the benefit though, because you can kind of do the like. Do you have the same thing Evan has, where, like if he's got to use the restroom, like he can pull up the OBS and be like he's using the bathroom, he'll be right back.
I need to set that up, but yeah, I can. Right now, I'm just doing the recordings, so I just push play whatever amount I want, and then if we get to like a part where it's like shit, I need to go to the bathroom, I'll push pause on that, go to the bathroom, and it'll save it as its own separate video. So then I just gotta take the 2 videos and merge them.
Yep, link them all up.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but no, I want to get to that point where I can have a little scene that's like using the restroom, taking a flight.
Yeah, when Evan showed me that, I was like, "Fuck, dude, that shit's so cool."
Yeah,
like, the gaming, like the Twitch streaming shit.
Well, shit, dude, you need to do that just for podcasts. They have that for podcasts.
Yeah, see, we're gonna start doing that on my other one.
For the sports one.
Yeah, for Bullshit with Bear, we're gonna start doing it. I think I figured out a way to where, because the big thing is like what we want to start doing is they're called fight companions.
Okay.
So basically, we have what I'll do is I'll buy the pay-per-view on my laptop. Yeah. And then run the HDMI to my TV, and then have the audio come out my headphones and not through the TV.
Oh, okay.
So that way we can watch the fights and we can be recording at the same time and like breaking it down, and I can have a timer on the screen so that way everybody can see where exactly we are in the fight.
That's pretty cool. That's actually a really good idea.
Yeah, we got the idea because Rogan does it. Like on certain ones where he's not commentating, he'll do fight companions. He'll have all of his buddies over, and they'll just watch the fights and bullshit, get drunk as fuck. Yeah, and then like
pretty much what everybody does on a fight night. Just have fun and talk about it.
Yep. Yeah.
That sounds pretty cool. Yeah, I was when you asked me to do this, I watched that first one that you had uploaded. Like, this is pretty cool. It's all over the place.
Yeah, that one gets like all over the place.
But it's like
the next one.
Yeah, and then it kind of circles back on the same thing. I was like, that's kind of weird. Okay. And I was like, what would be really cool for you like this is to have like a chat. So that way you can watch and chat.
Oh, yep.
And they can ask questions about your guests being on there and who they are.
Yeah. The one that I did last weekend, I'm going to have him back because one of the reasons I had him on is because when I met him, he was telling me that he's open for like huge rappers in Colorado. And so, and he had told me that he used to run a merchandise line or a clothing line, something along those lines. And it's in like a bunch of high profile rappers' videos. Yeah. And I completely forgot to fucking ask him about it. Like we ended up just going down this fucking rabbit hole, and then like I said, we ended up talking about kids for what felt like a fucking eternity. But the episode's only like an hour and 15 minutes after just overall. But then once I cut out the piss break and I forgot to hit record on the audio for the first like 5 minutes.
Oh shit! So like
it'll
25
be like
minutes.
it'll be like an hour long, and I'm like, all right, that'll work.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, no,
but
the longest one
hour talking about kids.
I'm like, it probably was like 10 minutes, but because I was drinking, it probably felt like way fucking longer. Because when I looked down, I was like, we've been at this. This has got to be like 2-3 hours right now, and I looked down and we're at like 27 minutes. I was like, what the fuck? Okay. Yeah. But it was cool as fuck. Like the dude's super tight. Like,
well, that's cool.
And it was crazy because originally I wasn't because it was supposed to be him, myself, and my partner Ziggy. So that way, like, there's a lot of the music side of things. Yeah.
And a lot of good dialogue between the music and stuff.
Yeah, and Ziggy and my partner Ziggy couldn't end up making it, and I was like, oh fuck, I don't even know if I'm gonna do this, and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just do it anyway, see what happens. And like I said, it went pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
I had only met him the weekend prior to. Yeah. And we sat down for probably like 15 minutes and started talking, and I was like, you want to come on? Yeah. He's like, fuck yeah. I was like, shit, man. And he has a bunch of experience doing podcasts. Like, he's been on I would probably say like 15 or 20 different ones.
Holy shit.
Yeah, because he's got a pretty decent like size following.
So now he gets like invited to go do things. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, especially out in Colorado. Like I think he's been on like some of the radio channels as well.
Nice.
Like promoting some of his stuff. So it was pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not too bad.
No, it's a good time, and like I said, it's weird because you got to like run 2 different podcasts simultaneously.
Oh yeah.
So like as soon as we finish this one, I'm gonna jump into another one, the sports one.
Yeah,
there's
with
there's a bunch of shit going on that side. Basketball just kicked back up.
Basketball, hockey, which you probably don't do the hockey, do you?
I'll let him go off on his hockey rants. Yeah. Because I'm already getting shit from people because I didn't even realize it because it had been so long ago that in my first episode, I was like, nobody gives a fuck about hockey.
Yeah.
And then somebody
called me. Telling me about that.
Yeah, then my old man calls me. I think it was Monday or Tuesday this week. He's like, oh, and I have a note for your sports podcast. I'm like, what's that? He goes, people do give a fuck about hockey, Sean. And I was like, I didn't say they didn't. He's like, yes, you did. Like 15 minutes into the fucking episode, you said it. I was like,
I was going to say, besides like soccer, I think hockey's a world-renowned sport.
Yeah, hockey definitely is.
Because everybody plays it.
Mm-hmm. And I'm just sitting there like, nah, fuck your hockey, bro.
Yeah. Like, it's not as big as like when we hype up football and
when you're at
basketball and baseball for, like, those are the main 3 that get hyped up a lot here.
Oh, my God. I tell you what, you will never fucking hear us talk baseball.
Yeah.
Never. I'm like, nope. That shit's so boring. I like, more power to you if you can go in and watch, like, because those games.
Going to baseball games are way more fun. Like, they're still boring, but they're way more fun just being there, and you get the energy.
Yeah, you get the energy,
else.
And I feel like it's a pretty decent reason to start drinking at fucking 12 in the afternoon. It's like as soon as it hits noon, everybody's like, "Fuck, we're drinking."
Till you're $4 $15 beers in, or $15 hard liquor in, and you're like, I'm done being out in the sun baking.
Yeah, you're just sitting there dehydrating while drinking, and you're like, I'm not doing myself any favors.
The bottom of the 4th, and you're like, there's still 5 more innings. Fuck this.
Yeah, the people that can, like, sit there, not drink the whole time, and, like, just sit there and fucking do, what do they do? Isn't it sunflower seeds or some shit like that?
Eating sunflower seeds, like, and just watching the game and actually paying attention to it.
I'm like, dude, more fucking power to you. I don't know how you do it. Like,
that's why we just sit up in the rock pile seats and just like, nah, we're just here to hang out. Like,
you're like,
it'll be cool once we get a homer, but yeah.
Well, it doesn't help the Rockies suck.
Yeah, unfortunately, they've been sucking a lot. They've been going downhill.
No,
that's okay. The Broncos haven't been doing too good this year either. Are they 3-0 now? 0-3,
2-5.
Are they really?
Yeah,
they're already 7 games in.
Yep.
Holy fuck. I didn't think that.
Every week when we would do the podcast, we would be like, all right, like, this is what we're seeing from the Broncos. Like, this is what to look forward to. And now we get on, and Bear's like, he tries to talk through it good about, like, he's like, well, this is good about the Broncos. I'm like, there's nothing good about the Broncos, bro. Yeah. And I just use it for, like, 30 minutes to just shit on the Broncos. And, like, people are like, a guy I work with, he's like, Sean, how are you a Broncos fan if all you do is shit on the Broncos? I'm like, first of all, I'm a realist. They suck ass. Russell Wilson sucks ass.
Russell Wilson sucks ass that he came here. He was a freaking waste of money to bring down.
Oh, my God. $250 million, bro.
Yeah.
And there's nothing.
5 years?
7.
7 years?
Yeah, because he re-upped. Because he still had 2 years on his deal, and then they tagged another 5 on the back end.
Oh, my Lord.
Because they're like, yeah, he's going to retire as a Bronco and, like, try and do the Peyton Manning shit. And we're like, dude, this is fucking horrible.
He's trying to do the Peyton Manning shit. Peyton Manning played for, 3 years?
Yeah, 3
he took
years.
us to the Super Bowl his first year. We got absolutely smashed by freaking Russell Wilson and the Seahawks. Yep. And then we came back to beat them next year, and then he retired.
Yep. So beat the Panthers.
So he was basically there for 2 years and got us a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But everybody's hyping up Peyton Manning. He's like, oh, he's the greatest that we've had. No. He came here when he was at the tail end of his career and just so happened to have a good defense to push him all the way through.
Yeah. No, it was... Yeah, so we just used that as like... And now all I use it for is to bet Broncos fans.
Yeah.
Like, hey, the Broncos are going to lose. And they're like, no, they're not. We're going to win. Like, it's fucking this team and that team. And I'm like, bet me $20, we'll fucking lose.
We lost to the Raiders. I'm not hyping us up for shit anymore.
Yeah, I'm like, I was reading something that it was like, we're the worst defense or the worst offense in like the last 25 years. And I'm like, yeah, this is this is what you pay for.
25 years. We weren't the worst back in 2016 with Peyton Manning.
No, because when Peyton came, he was always and that's the thing.
Yeah.
You think back about how bad that fucking offense was.
That offense was awful. Like I said, we won the Super Bowl because the defense held every freaking play and pushed them all the way back, and then it just happened to get a turnover, and Peyton Manning just had to throw it in a little bit.
5 yards. You're like, all right, get it in. Yeah, no, it's rough.
Yeah,
it's rough. Yeah, but it's cool. Now we're like doing more of the UFC shit because that's starting to get huge. Like that's really blown up.
I was gonna say they're finally starting back up with that, right? Because UFC is basically like a fall to spring sport.
No, they run it the whole year.
But like all the good.
Yeah, normally, So normally how it'll work is like because there's 3 months you don't ever want to miss in it. Like their pay-per-views is the July pay-per-view, the December pay-per-view, and the January pay-per-view. Yeah. Because they want to end the year on a high note, start the year on a high note, and then July is International Fight Week.
Yeah, so it's the middle of the
middle
of the season.
Yeah, but luckily this year it's been crazy fight after crazy fight. Like
Has it really?
I mean, August was like the wildest one because dude just dominating the guy. Like didn't look like there was any fucking chance in the world. He was like the number 1 pound for pound fighter in the world. Like he was gonna break all these fucking records if he won that fight. And literally like a minute left in the fight, dude gets fucking head kicked and put to sleep. Oh, and we were at Twin Peaks watching it,
silence.
It was like, what the fuck? No, everyone was cheering, and I was like, what the fuck? First of all, our American just got flatlined by a fucking English dude, and not only that, this American trains in Golden. Why are you all fucking cheering? And I'm like pissed drunk.
Was it Cowboy or who was it?
No, it was Kamaru Usman. He fucking trains up in Golden with Gaethje and Rose, and so he's fighting, and I'm like sitting there, and I'm watching it because I'm like a diehard UFC fan. I'm really fucking
I'm paying attention to everything.
Yeah, and I'm like talking to people behind me and like all around me, and because I like had a few drinks, I was a little tipsy, and I'm like sitting there, and then he gets fucking KO'd, and like the whole fucking Twin Peaks is like, holy shit, like happy as fuck that this dude just got knocked out, and I'm like yelling like, why are you motherfuckers cheering? Like he trains here, you fucking dickhead.
He's one of us from here.
Like what the fuck are you doing? And everyone was like, it's just so fucking crazy. I was like, it is crazy, asshole. And then the memes that came out.
That is a crazy.
Oh my god.
A dude that trains here, because a lot of athletes train here, but it's like, then they go fight somewhere else and they fucking dominate pretty much everywhere, and then fucking gets his ass kicked by a British dude. And it's like, damn, that's some sad shit.
Fucking gets knocked out after beating the fucking brakes
like
off
winning the whole
dude.
thing.
And I was just like, this is fucking horrible.
And literally lost to a KO.
Yeah, I couldn't look at Facebook for a while because he was like one of my favorite. Like he was starting to become one of my favorite fighters. Yeah. Like I respected him for all the shit he does, and he's from Colorado. I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah. And then the memes of him like unconscious, like staring up at the floor, and I was like.
And those are always the
God. And then they got a fucking hilarious one of as he's getting head kicked. They have Rogan like arm wrapped around him, like mic in his face, like interviewing him as he's going unconscious.
Going down.
And like their face on Rogan is so fucking dead serious, and he's like. And I was like, oh my god, like I can appreciate that one. This one is fucking hilarious. But god damn it, man. No, they got a few, like they got one not next weekend, but the following weekend. That one's gonna be fucking wild. That poster I have in my living room.
Yeah.
That black dude. That's who's fighting.
Nice.
Against a dude that has beat him twice in a different sport.
That's beat him twice?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
So
knocked him out in kickboxing, and then the judges were bribed in the first match.
What the fuck?
Yep, because it was over.
And they didn't overturn the ruling? Like,
nope.
The winning?
No, because it was
so
like
stupid.
he fought in Brazil, and the guy is from Brazil, and it was like
that makes sense.
It was a close fight. I will give the guy that. But Izzy definitely won, and then they ended up giving it to the other guy, and so now they're fighting in the UFC, and it's like, all right.
Nice.
Let's fucking see.
They're fighting in Vegas? Or are they?
No, they're fighting in MSG. They're fighting in New York.
Oh, nice. Damn.
Yeah.
So not overseas, not down in Brazil.
No. And
kind of nice.
Yeah, and then they got a bunch of like crazy shit that they've got planned out for the next like probably I would say 5 months. But yeah, that's what we do. That's really all we do is just sit there and like bullshit about sports.
Fucking cool.
Hell yeah! And we actually we got a family member who knows one of the guys at Seven News that runs their sports side of things.
Yeah.
So we're getting ready once we have more of our stuff out.
Yeah. We're
gonna reach out to him and be like, hey, would you, even if it's something like giving us tips and pointers about like how to do it, maybe.
Yeah.
The thing though too is like, we don't want to do it like ESPN because ESPN obviously you can't cuss, you can't do certain things.
Yeah, you want to be like
it's very like fast. It's not in depth. Like you get like 3 minutes. It's 5 people on a subject, and everyone gets to have their say in the matter, and they've got to squeeze it into
2 or 5 seconds.
Yeah, so everybody gets like their 30-second slot, and you got to make the best out of it. Whereas him and I like. We did, there was 1 week we ended up having to do 2 separate ones.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about the Broncos and just the NFL. And we were like, got to the end and we're like, oh, fuck, we haven't even talked about basketball because basketball had just tipped off.
Yeah, you're like, oh, fuck.
And we looked down and it was like an hour and 45 minutes. And I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to have to do another one of these. And so as we ended that one, I exported the files. Hit fucking clear, started the next one. Like It was right then and there. So it's fun.
Well, that's good. I mean, and I think that's what people like. Like they like ESPN, but it's like that's why they like Joe Rogan's podcast is because under it all, he is just a normal dude who's just talking sports or anything.
Yeah, anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we.
I think people just enjoy listening.
Yeah, seeing all the different perspectives and shit too.
Yeah.
Like that's why I really fell in love with Rogan was because like 1 week he's got like a world-renowned fucking UFC fighter, and then the next week he's got fucking Post Malone.
Yeah.
And then the next week he's got
Elon
Miley
Musk.
Cyrus, and and he's fucking friends with Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Like and constantly talks about like as soon as he's off. Like, they do their thing, and then he gets on another podcast, and they're like, I've seen that Elon Musk one. And he's like, tell me that motherfucker's not an alien.
Yeah.
Like, he's not an alien, he's not a robot. And it's like, and like, for the fact that he got Elon Musk to smoke a fucking doobie
to be
on camera.
That just shows, like, Elon is like, yeah, he's a billionaire, but he's a fucking normal dude who just makes a lot of fucking money.
Well, do you know the agreement they came to so that way he would smoke a doobie with him? He said they were talking, and because it was, I think, the second time he was on, he ended up smoking weed with Joe, and he was like, "What do I have to do to get you to smoke a joint with me?" Yeah. He was like, "Buy a Tesla."
Buy a Tesla.
So Joe Rogan bought a fucking Tesla, and then he was like, "I bought my Tesla. Here you go." He's like, "I know. I seen the order come in. It was pretty cool."
It was pretty cool.
But like listening to some of the shit that guy says, like about like how he's got a chip that he's gonna start insert, like he's gonna start making chips that you can insert into your it's
Neuralink.
Neurolink.
Yeah, Neuralink. There you go.
And I was like, nah, bro, you got me fucked up. I don't like AI. Like I don't like not even AI, but like VR.
I enjoy VR a lot.
It's cool, but
fun.
it freaks me the fuck out. Like because because I have this thing where I like go down this rabbit hole, and then I'll be playing VR and I'll get off the VR, and then I'm like, is anything real? And I'm like, is Evan real? Is the person I'm talking to really a person, or am I talking to like a figment of my imagination?
I know I grew up with you, but it's all my shit.
Yeah, I'm like, because it's like the Matrix thing, and I'm like, oh fuck. I'm like, this is not good, man. So I rarely do it. Like, I think I've done VR once. I think I did the Darth Vader one.
Oh yeah, the Vader Immortal.
Yay, and I did that one, and that one was fucking cool as shit. And that's the only way they got me to do it. Yeah. Because that walk the plank one.
Oh, fuck that, dude. That's fucked up. When you put someone who's afraid of heights in VR and that's their first game.
Oh, yeah, I told them, I was like, I'm not doing this shit. One, because you see, or like the scary ones. Yeah. You'd be like sitting there and somebody will be like watching it. And then like all I've seen is the videos of people that like turn around. Like, they take off because it's instinct and they fucking run into the wall. Yep. Like I punched the wall.
Scary game. Like when I got my first VR, I had to download a scary game for the first one. I was like, fuck it. I just want to see.
Yay.
Dude, it was in a prison cell. You wake up. You start walking through the door, and you just hear shit move. You're like, nope, that's it. I'm done,
and I'm out. No, there was a game I just saw that they're making, and it looks super fucking real. Like the graphics are insane, and it's the horror. Like they're now, you know how they're starting to do more horror shit when it comes to video games.
Yeah.
But it's basically your point of view, like how the camera looks, is as if you're watching a recording on a GoPro.
Oh yeah.
Like that's strapped to their chest, or like basically like a body cam.
Yeah.
And it goes through like these different files. It's each chapter, like each level is a different chapter or like a different story entirely. So like you start out in the woods. The one I saw was you start out in the woods, and you like come up on this house that's in the woods.
Yeah.
And you're like walking in, and you run in, and for whatever fucking reason, why you would run in, and it's like clearly a fucking abandoned house, and you're like, okay, all right, and then fucking you walk in and you're like looking around and same shit, you kind of like start hearing something move out of the corner of the room, and then you turn around or like you like look, and then bam, there's a fucking bitch just floating in the air, and you watch her head snap back and she like flies at you.
Yep.
Like quick as fuck. And they were like, you got to make this VR. I was like, first of all, I'm watching this on a video. I'm not even playing this. And I damn near shit my pants. Like, you got me in VR, bro. And he's like running around in the woods.
Yeah.
And then same shit, starts hearing stuff move. And he's like, what the fuck? And he like looks over, and it's this chick. And she's like kind of Kama Sutra shit.
Yeah.
And she just starts fucking running at you and like crawling on all fours with her fucking back broken, her head facing the wrong direction, and just
doing like the reverse crab walk.
Yeah. And I was like, nah.
Yeah, I will say VR is definitely a whole new world of gaming, but those horror games fuck you up.
Hell yeah.
Like they absolutely fuck you up because you're more immersed into it. It's like going into a haunted, like the haunted houses now. It's like, yeah, you understand they have like a path to walk through, and it's like, yeah, that's scary. But being immersed into a game where you can actually look and touch the objects, it throws you way
and
off.
The fact that like, because the thing that you can always like escape from when it comes to like the movies and the video games and shit like that is like you can turn away. You can turn away. So like you're like not there. It's not like you're locked in.
Yeah.
Whereas with that VR, like you turn away and you're just gonna keep looking at shit that's in the game. Like the only way you get away is taking that fucking headset off.
Yep.
And like it's cool as fuck. Don't get me wrong. Like I think it's badass, and it's crazy seeing how much more advanced they're getting.
Oh, they're getting stupid crazy, and it's awesome because the movie freaking Ready Player One is based around VR and like the metaverse, and it's like that shit's starting to become real. It's like, holy shit, this is cool. Like actually to be able to go into a video game world and just walk around.
See, I wish
it's gonna be cool.
The one game that I wish that they would do VR, and I know it's probably never gonna happen, but if they did, I would buy a fucking VR and I would use it religiously. I would Skyrim.
So they do have a game kind of like that. It's called Blade and Sorcery.
Okay.
So it's not like you're doing quests or anything like that. You just go around, but you're in medieval times, and you just fight people.
Can you ride dragons?
No, you can't ride dragons.
Fucking bitches.
But if you have a good gaming computer, you can add mods. So I'm pretty sure they have a mod to where you can ride dragons.
Oh, that'd be so
you can walk around in that
sick.
game fighting Darth Vader with lightsabers and shit.
Oh, shit. I think I've seen this.
Yeah, that one.
Yep.
But it's super fun.
Yeah, I would love to.
I spent so much fucking hours in that game. And I do the same shit. I play one level and just freaking just like, you know what? I've had a stressful day. I'm just going to go wail out on some NPCs.
See, and that's the thing. Like, that's where it starts to get weird is like the people that like you said, you have a stressful day and you want an escape. And some like a big thing is people will play video games as that escape.
Yeah.
And now with VR, you can really like escape because now, and the crazy shit is you could basically like, you could almost do Sims, like how Sims was huge back in the day. You could literally do Sims on VR, and there's gonna be people that get so caught up in that shit that like that's all they do.
Well, yeah, that's basically the premise of Ready Player One too. It's like the technology has gotten so far that people actually have jobs in the virtual world, and they get paid. So if you do a quest, you get paid in real money because you got an NFT, a rare fucking item.
Oh.
So then you get paid, and you can actually sell it for actual cash. And that's what people are kind of like, well, NFTs are real now.
Yeah, I don't even know what the fucking
like
NFT
metaverse,
is, bro.
You can actually get paid being in the metaverse, which I still don't get how you get paid for virtual work. Makes no sense to me.
Hey, it shows you how bad people want to work.
It shows how, it just shows you how crazy it is that people are willing to pay for a virtual plot of land and to do virtual jobs.
Yeah,
it's very crazy.
That's why that whole thing like just is like a rabbit hole for me. Like I don't know how. Like that's my concern is I know how caught up I can get into shit like that. Yeah. So I'm like I ain't even finna go there. Like, cause there will be a day where I'm like fuck this, man, and like you're sitting in a pub in VR sipping a virtual beer, like what? No, I want a real beer. Like I want to taste how shitty. Yeah, like I want to taste how fucking bitter and shitty this beer is right now.
Yeah. Well, I don't think we'll ever get to the point where we'll have that. But I mean, just to think about 10 years ago, VR, virtual reality will never be a thing. People being online working will never be a thing.
Yeah, the metaverse. Yep. Oh yeah,
reality. It's like this is kind of crazy, and then with Elon Musk, like Neurolink, like being
augmenting human,
to technology. It's like that's a bit too much. I'm sorry, I cannot.
Yeah, that one and like to go back to Rogan, like the shit that like with all the different people that he has on that like talk about that.
Yeah.
Because of the conversations he's had with Elon Musk, like talking about how they're gonna start being able to basically like almost in a sense give fucking people superpowers.
Yeah.
Based off just this chip they put in the back of your head is wild as fuck to me.
Yeah. Well, and just being linked up with like the internet and being like you can interact with any technology just by your brain.
Yeah, you don't have to do anything.
Me out more than anything because it's like computers and big corporations get hacked all the time. Can you imagine someone just hacking your brain?
Yeah, talk about blackmail.
Yeah,
like you could really fuck some people's lives up with that shit.
You can basically just turn them into a virtual robot for you, but it's reality.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's
some zombie paranoid shit right there.
Oh fucking hell! Yeah, that would. Yeah, you imagine that? Like you just get an email in your fucking brain that like, hey bitch, I have all of your shit, and it's like, what are you talking about? And they like start showing you your childhood trauma and how they're gonna blackmail you with it, and it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, or they literally just make you do the outrageous thing. It's like, yeah. You did all this. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, they could.
Where did this happen?
Yeah, that's the thing, and it's like, what kind of firewall are you going to be able to put in something like that to where you don't like have? Because you always like that's the thing about hackers. Like they find a way to get through the next firewall and the next firewall. Like it.
Multi-trillion-dollar companies have layers upon security, and they still get hacked. I mean, you cannot tell me that thing is secure.
Yeah.
Without, and no, it's not, and it's never going to be, because people will find a way to. If we made it, we're gonna figure out a way to get into it.
Yep.
And that's the crazy thing, is like, holy shit. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I'll stick to my.
I'm like, is there just a way you
worlds,
could like?
Not that.
Yeah. Could you just hit me with like the super soldier serum? Like no chip. Just like put some shit in me that like makes me look like that.
I
like,
just want the serum. That's it.
Like I don't need all that other shit. Like I'm really quite okay with just being fucking yoked and run fast as fuck.
Either that or what's that? The heart-shaped herb.
Oh yeah.
And just having that. Well, you don't get the swole, but you get the speed and the agility. It's like, I'd rather have that.
Yeah, you're like and that's from the Earth, so. That's pretty cool.
Technically, it's from outer space because it came from that meteorite. But either way,
you're like, it's on Earth now. That's good enough for me.
Now, yeah.
No, I was just telling Evan this because do you watch Comics Explained?
I haven't in a while.
Okay, he just did this one maybe like a week ago. It was like the top 10 most disturbing moments in comics that couldn't be adapted to the MCU.
Yeah,
and it was oh man, I forget the name of the comic book line, but it's basically like what would actually happen with all the shit that like if
Spider-Man like got bit.
Yeah, and like what would happen like to Captain America after he took the super soldier serum, and like Bruce Banner with the gamma radiation.
Yeah, like the real world shit, instead of it being like oh no, these people got
all fantasy. Yeah. And I was just I was watching that, and I was telling Evan like, I think you'd really fucking enjoy this. Like it's so fucking dark and twisted.
It's super dark.
Like Captain America being a fucking cannibal.
Yeah.
And have you seen it or read any of it?
Bits and pieces of it. Yeah.
Have you seen the one with Bruce Banner?
No, I haven't.
Oh my god, bro, that one's fucking brutal. That like because that's like number 3 on that list, and it was he gets hit with the gamma radiation. And he starts to turn into the Hulk. Yeah. But then, like would happen if you took that much fucking radiation, he just literally becomes like a fucking mass of tumors as he's turning into the Hulk. And he just blows up from all the just massive tumor growth like in that second. Damn. So you literally just watch him like rip apart, and I was like
that what if
scene. Yeah, like the what if scene, exactly. Only way more fucking brutal, and I was like, holy shit. Like Emma Stone, is that Emma Frost, not Emma Stone.
Yeah, one of them.
Like she's she fucking she's a prostitute. Yeah. And like she sells or she buys kids, and then like does fucking experiments on them, like cutting their fucking head open, and like same with Professor X. Like I was like, holy shit. Like Nick Fury's a cannibal too. I was like, this is fucking wild. Like I want to buy this. Yeah. Like this comic, I want to buy this
one?
shit.
I want to get this one.
And then it was like, I really need to finish reading my Spawn comic books.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, Marvel probably won't ever produce something like that. But I mean, people are twisted and will produce something like that.
Yeah, something along those lines. Yeah, no, that's what him and I were talking about earlier this week when we were on the phone. Was like the things like if we were Kevin Feige, like what is the shit that we would do if we were in that role? Like what's the thing that you would do? Like are you like how I explained it to Evan was like for me, I would obviously you have Blade coming. Yeah. And which means obviously you're gonna have Dane Whitman in the Black Knight, and we were talking about that and the fact that I'm like, you already have Moon Knight, you just introduced Werewolf by Night and Man Thing. I'm like, introduce Ghost Rider, make it rated R. Yeah. Introduce the Punisher,
you can have
make it rated Suns. R. Yep, and then do a fucking rated R Midnight Suns movie.
Dude, they need to dip their toes more into the rated R section. Like. I get why they don't want to do it is because PG-13 movies get better box office sales, but most of the people that grew up on the MCU aren't kids anymore. Yeah. I mean, shit. We all started out the MCU with Iron Man back in 2008. We were all about
I was 8 years old.
11 years old back then. So yeah, I get the point, but now we're all 25, almost 30, just going and seeing these movies, and it's like, damn. Be sick if you just watch some
like
gory shit or more characters saying the F word and just be like, what the hell? Why aren't you guys doing any of this? But I get why they're doing it.
Yeah, I understand why they're doing it for sure. Like the one that I was telling Evan he's got to watch is that actually goes into the rated R section and really, like, I thought was a fucking fantastic movie was The Mutants.
Yeah, The Mutants was definitely a darker twist with Marvel.
Yeah, like that one.
Way darker than I thought it was gonna be.
And that one, I'm gonna be honest, that one scared the shit out of me.
That one was pretty terrifying.
Like when she's Ilyana Rasputin, when she's you remember the part in the movie where she's the smiling guy?
Yeah.
Dude, that part fucked me up.
That freaks you out.
That shit freaked me the fuck out. I was like, nah. Like, I'm cool. Like, there was dead ass points in that movie where I'm sitting there and I'm with the female and I'm like, eyes closed. Nope. Like, she's like, are you really got your eyes closed right now? I'm like, fuck yeah, I do. You really got your eyes open right now? Like, you trying to sleep tonight? Like,
you paranoid. Like, this is terrifying shit. And that was actually one of the good ones too. Just seeing it, it's like, holy shit.
I mean,
you can be dark, but tell a good story.
Yeah, I
think Marvel's kind of been a little lightheartedness and not telling any good stories.
Yeah, I definitely, I'm hoping that this, well, shit, the Ant-Man trailer came out since we hung out last.
I did see that, and I did watch it.
What are you thinking? I know last time.
I'm a little suspicious about it. It looks okay. Kang looks good.
Kang looks fucking badass.
I'm super excited for Kang, but it's definitely weird. Like, why are they sending a beacon to the quantum realm for help? Like, wouldn't you think that they have their own, like, people to help them?
Yep.
Why do they need us to help them out?
Yeah.
And the fact that Janet was in there for 20 years, didn't say a freaking thing when she came back out about, like, hey, there's a really powerful dude that we want to leave down there.
Yeah, don't
go back into the quantum realm. Let's leave this alone. We did our shit.
We
saved the universe and all that, but let's not fuck around with this.
Yep.
No, they're not going to do that because they need Kang to come be the next Thanos, which is going to be hard.
Yeah, it's definitely a hard act to follow with Thanos. Yeah, I will say though, like, just seeing like at parts of that trailer, like how comically correct he looks in the MCU, with the fact that they're not just having what is his name, Jonathan Majors? Yeah, fucking just painted blue. Yeah, is fucking awesome.
It makes sense because it's his helmet that makes his skin blue. Yep. And it's like, that makes a lot of sense when you see it and it looks blue. Yep. But yeah, I definitely cannot wait to. I'm a little hesitant about it and wanting to see how Black Panther turns out before I'm gonna be really stoked about that one.
Yeah, I saw Ant-Man, and because I'm actually super excited to see Black Panther. I'm like really interested to see.
The only character that I'm excited to see in that damn movie is Namor. And he is still tripping me out that he is...
he's like Aztec.
And not a Greek myth. Because that just throws me off a little bit more than I think it should. But it just wigs me out a little bit.
Yeah, it rightfully so. Yeah, that I'm excited to see the person I'm honestly most excited to see in that movie is Riri Williams. I really want to see how Ironheart looks.
I was gonna say, isn't she playing Ironheart? Yep. Have you seen the most recent trailer where they actually showed like
her suit? No.
Oh,
weird.
It's cool. Like, yeah, I get it. She's got to start somewhere. She can't just be like Tony or not Tony. She can't be like Shuri, who's gonna have a full suit ready. Like, they got to show progression and how she's gonna get to be Ironheart. Well, it just
because doesn't like the whole back open up basically?
No, it's like an exoskeleton. Yeah, so it's literally just. It looks worse than Tony's first Iron Man suit. And you would think she's got she's been hanging out with Suri.
Yeah.
She'd have a little bit more technology to work with.
Yeah, and isn't her suit made out of vibranium?
Probably. I don't know.
It better fucking
saw the
be.
Scenes of it's like an exoskeleton, like her arms are showing, like parts of her chest are showing, her face is showing. It's like you're gonna get lit up.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and you think like, holy shit, Iron Man. Like, yeah, I get it. Like they made it look like the actual Mark I suit. And it looked really good, but it's like it had its functions of protecting you. Not just being an exoskeleton.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it. Oh god, that movie's so fucking iconic.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's gonna be her biggest issue, is she's got to stand up to the legacy of Iron Man.
Yeah, and the fact that it's
been it's been 10 years or
fucking 14 when that movie comes out
since Iron Man, that she's got to compete with that legacy.
And
like we were all bitching and complaining when everybody was like, Jane Zuri was the smartest one. And it's like, no, fucking Tony made a freaking arc reactor out of a box of scraps.
Yep.
I mean, come on, people. Understand, like...
And he figured out time travel.
Yeah, like, we get it, Zuri's smart, but she also had generations of people understanding vibranium and how it works. And she can figure out... Like, she's got the know-how because her parents
are also incredibly intelligent.
Yeah.
That was the thing.
The generations of people working on this substance to understand how it works. Tony basically just had... Yeah,
he built it from the ground up.
Yeah, what his dad had was an arc reactor, a giant version. And it was just like, fuck it, I'm going to make it small.
Yeah, fit in my fucking armor shit. Like, no, I definitely understand that. Yeah, and like kind of going with that intelligence thing, like that was my one fucking complaint with T'Challa. Yeah. Because in the comics, he's one of the fucking most intelligent people in the fucking world.
Yeah, like he can keep up with Tony and Reed.
Yeah, and they made him seem like he was like way the fuck out of his league.
Yeah, compared to his sister.
Yeah, like that was the thing. Yeah, because every time you saw them together and she was breaking down, like she was almost like feeding him the information about his suits.
He looked like every other dumb guy, just like, I don't know what
it was
like you're talking about.
Yeah, it was almost like a Captain America from a different region of the world with more badass armor.
Yeah.
Like, that was basically... Yeah, that was basically what it was, because Captain America's, like, he's not stupid by any means, but he's not, like, tech smart.
But he's also, like, generations out of his league, though.
Yeah.
He's coming from the 19...
Yeah, the 40s, yeah.
And trying to freaking compete with everybody in 21st century with tech, and you're not going to do that.
Yeah, fuck no. He's not just going to wake up one morning and be
the
like,
smartest man in his time was...
I know who you're talking about.
It's Tony's dad. I cannot freaking remember his name to save my life. Yeah. And it's like, that's the smartest man that he had to work with, and he works side by side with him. So he can kind of keep up, but it's still generations.
Yeah, you're like, he's like you said, he's still so fucking far behind.
Yeah.
And,
But yeah, I do agree. T'Challa should have been smarter when they adapted.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like,
it made him definitely look stupid.
A lot of the comic book characters, like they almost in a sense like dumb down certain characters to make other characters seem more intelligent.
Yeah.
Like
like when Infinity War came out and Tony, Bruce, and Vision, all three are freaking smart. Plus you got a supercomputer in Vision. And they all, and Zuri's just talking circles around him about the Infinity Stone.
Yep.
And it's like, well, that's kind of fucked up to think about that. It's like,
and she's had no interaction with an Infinity Stone, whereas Bruce, Vision, and Tony all have had their numerous encounters.
Occasions. Yeah. It's like, to be fair, Vision wasn't any of their, like, they didn't put the stone in Vision's head. Ultron did. So the only one that understand that would be Ultron, not any of the other ones that didn't freaking work on him.
Yeah, because they basically just pushed another AI into Vision's head.
Yeah, they just put Jarvis into Vision. And that's it. That's all they did.
Yeah.
And they had Thor light him up. That's it.
Yep.
They turned him on. And it was just, there was no talking anything over. It was just, let's do this because we need his help.
Yeah, we need it now. Yeah, no, that
take down
Ultron. Yeah, that one. What I will say is in Endgame, when I watch it back, the cool thing is I enjoyed when they pick up Tony's dad from that base in Endgame. Yeah. And the driver's name is Jarvis, and it sounds, and you see why Tony had named him Jarvis and has his voice as Jarvis. Yeah. Yeah, that shit was I enjoy that every time.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
No, I'm nervous as well because, like you said, like the thing I will say is I watched Multiverse Madness. I thought it was pretty good. I haven't seen it a second time.
Yeah,
and same with Thor: Love and Thunder.
Second time I've watched it twice. I watched it in the theater opening night.
Yep.
Like I said, I was kind of let down because the animation looked like shit.
Mm-hmm.
She walked through the Illuminati that we hyped up so much, and they even hyped themselves up.
Yep.
And they soloed Thanos by themselves. They didn't have like the whole gang of everybody.
Yeah, and they didn't have to introduce time travel.
Yeah, she walks through them, and it's like, this is stupid.
Yeah, my biggest complaint was the Black Bolt shit.
Yeah, that was definitely stupid.
Was fucking dumb.
Reed freaking being the biggest idiot on that goddamn planet.
Yay, I'm just gonna throw a punch at Scarlet Witch after she literally just took this dude's fucking mouth away and blew his fucking head out.
You literally told them your secret weapons, most easiest spot to freaking hide.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also stupid that he couldn't just rip through that stupid part of his skin.
Yeah, the fact
it reverberated in his skull and shattered his
brain. It fucking blew his fucking brain out his head. That one was
but
like they made it seem like well, what was it? Isn't it Morgan Rambeau?
I think so.
Like she seemed to be the most powerful one.
Yeah.
Once you're like watching this, because Peggy gets Monica Rambeau.
Yeah.
Their Captain Marvel, and she like literally fucking dies from a tower fall or a statue falling on top of her.
We watched Captain Marvel literally go through ships like it was paper, and then she can't go through anything.
Mm-hmm.
Are you shitting me? This is stupid.
Yeah, like and even before that, like you watch her come fucking busting through a wall, and you watch her come busting through the wall and go head to head with Scarlet, and is actually pushing the Scarlet Witch backwards, and then she gets thrown back. Fucking statue falls on top of her, kills her ass. Like what?
Yeah. So that movie was just all over the place, and with Thor, I was definitely super excited about it because Gore the God Butcher. It was taking place on one of the most coolest freaking Thor comics ever.
Oh, hell yeah.
And it had so much potential to fucking reach. And it didn't even have to try that hard.
Mm-hmm.
But they laughed off serious moments with stupid jokes, like Korg getting blasted with Zeus's lightning bolt.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that should have been like a fucking, like, okay, fuck this, like he did, and throw the lightning bolt at Zeus and just be like, you know what? I killed the most powerful god here. You're all gonna come help me now and rally everything, but then Gore still manages to enslave him.
Mm-hmm.
And then we see the fight and not have the kids be so
fucking superheroes.
Yeah, that was kind of weird of the kids. Like, it was cool to see like Thor can pass on his powers, but it was definitely not worth it.
Yeah, it was weird.
But yeah, it had so much potential. Like, they could have.
Yeah, there's no God Bomb.
Yeah, there's no God Bomb. There's no 3 Thors. We could have had old King Thor show up, and that would have been the coolest.
Yeah, they wanted to bring. Yeah, they wanted to bring back Mighty Thor.
Yeah,
like
Mighty Thor would have been cool. We could have had 3 Thors there. But it could have been Mighty Thor, our Thor, and then old King Thor being like, "Fucking finally, I'm done fighting."
Yep.
Like, one last fight for me, and then we could have had like an end credit scene with old King Thor back in his own time with Galactus about to come eat Earth.
Yep.
And that would have been our first scene with Galactus.
Yeah, as opposed to a fucking end credit scene of Thor raising Eternity.
Yeah, raising Eternity. And that wasn't one of the end credit scenes. It was
Or no, you're right. The end credit scene was
Hercules, which was cool.
Yep, and then
see Hercules, and then I wish the final one with
Jane Foster going to Valhalla.
I wish it was Odin standing at the gate, not Heimdall.
Yeah.
Seeing Odin stand at the gate and welcome her in after he's
didn't that actor die?
I don't know, but either way, they could have had a different one come in and fill in.
They could have made him young.
Yeah.
That would have been fucking dope. They could have made him a
young Odin that just comes and welcomes her into Valhalla with Thor's mother standing there.
Heimdall.
Loki.
Yay.
The one from the Infinity Endgame. Yeah, Infinity War Endgame. Just standing there, and it's like, we could have had all these people welcome her in that's already made it to Valhalla. Like, come on.
Yeah, the Hercules one was cool as fuck.
Yeah, seeing him show up was cool.
Like, that was fucking tight. I was definitely excited to see that one. I would say the best end credit scene I've seen probably in the last, 6 or 7 movies. Ironically, the only good part about the movie, because I thought the whole movie was fucking retarded, at the Eternals. That was my favorite end credit scene.
With Star Fox?
Or the one with where Dane gets the sword and you hear Blade. Yep.
Yeah.
That one was fucking sweet because it was like, yes.
It was perfect. And then we have nothing from Eternals since. And it's like, we've had a year of movies and nothing has come of anything that's happened in Eternals. Like, nobody's referenced the big ass Celestial sitting in the ocean.
Yep.
Like, nothing. You would think a big ass thing like that would display so much water and cause so much chaos. That'd be a bigger threat than what people are like.
Yep.
Plus, that takes place like a week after Endgame. So it's like,
it does.
Yeah, so it's like nothing.
That's their way of getting out of
anything.
Yeah, that's their way of getting out of it. It was like, that was like a fucking year and a half ago.
Yeah.
And like that's the other thing. Like, that's the other thing that really is like confused the shit out of me about like all these TV shows and these movies that have come out with the MCU is like, they like originally in the early phases, like it made sense. Like it was very clear. The only one that was weird was Captain America.
Yeah.
And that made sense because it's his fucking origin story.
Yeah, and then we got the end credits scene. Well, at the end
of the movie.
Showed him
in live time. And now it's like Hawkeye takes place at this time, and Falcon and the Winter Soldier take place at this time, and then Eternals takes place
a week after Endgame.
Yeah, like all these different times, and it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I've been saying this after I watched Endgame and watched a couple of who was it? It was the Marvelous Wave or some. I think it was Comic Explained, where they were just talking about it. It's like, fuck, like the movies have not been very good, and they feel all over the place. And they have. I mean, we went from having 6 mainline characters, 3 of which were definitely the main people that were building the MCU around, which was Iron Man, Thor, and Captain America. Right now, we don't have, like, we still have a Thor, but we don't have the other 2 that made it coherent. And we have so much going on that it's
now they're trying to like do. I think like the way they're going is they're like that big 3 that you're talking about. What it feels like to me is definitely Doctor Strange, Thor, and Ant-Man. That feels like the big 3 for me.
I think they want to have Captain America, Falcon, be one of them, but it's been just so all over the place with storylines that I don't think we can ever have just 3 mainline people anymore. And I think that's going to probably be the downfall of the MCU. Sadly, I think they're going to go the way of DC, where they had so much shit coming out that made no sense. And it's going to fall apart because they got to wrap up all these different timelines.
Yeah, it's going to get hectic as shit.
At the very fucking end with either Secret Wars or
Kang Dynasty.
Yeah, and they have to wrap that up, which I don't think they're going to do. And when's that one coming out? 2025? So 3 years?
Yeah, they got 3 years. See, I think the way they can... I feel like the way they can bring this all back and like fix it before they fuck it up all the way... is they're gonna have to start basically. They're gonna almost have to treat like each character fitted into their teams.
Yeah.
So like your Young Avengers here, your Avengers here, your X-Men here, so on and so forth. Yeah, the Thunderbolts, all these different, and they're gonna almost have to treat that individual team as their own MCU. So you got, and then once Kang appears, and like then you can go back to, all right, in this set of stories. This we see Kang here, and then Kang here, and Kang here, and Kang here, and then at the very end, that's when they all come together, and then you're gonna have to split it back off. Yeah. But please, for the love of Christ, do not expand this fucking MCU anymore. Like if your guy's not in here already, if your guy's not in here by the end of fucking Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars, I'm sorry, it sucks.
It's just been so much, and like I said, going and watching the movies used to be an event because you wanted to go see like the new CGI and how it looked, watch our characters go through it because you didn't know if they were going to live or die. Mm-hmm. And then you watch it and you're like, holy shit. When you were working with us, I mean, we'd have conversations for hours just talking about the movie.
Yep.
But now it feels like we go watch the movie and we're like, yeah, that was kind of shitty. Like, there was...
Super letdown.
Yeah, super letdown. It was... more of a waste of my time than going and doing something else with it.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely agree. Like
Which
I
is
said,
kinda sad.
I'm like at this point, I'm gonna watch Ant-Man because Ant-Man is my favorite in the MCU. I'm gonna watch Black Panther because I want to see how they do and if they could stay with canon and make Namor the first mutant.
I hope they do. They need to,
and so that way we can see like what more is coming, and then I'm probably gonna have to wait until they decide to drop a second season of Moon Knight.
Yeah, which I think they're already working on.
Yeah, they fucking better be, and or until until Blade comes out, or until they introduce Ghost Rider.
Yeah,
they have to. Like, please, for the love of Christ, you already have half the roster for the Midnight Suns that you've introduced in the last 6 months.
Well, I mean, and they could put them all up against freaking Mephisto.
Yes.
Everybody's been so excited for Mephisto to show up that it's been kind of like, oh, is he going to show up in this movie? Is he going to show up in this movie?
Yeah, you see like, Eric Voss get roasted every fucking time they mention Mephisto because he's like, I'm waiting on it.
Something showing up that relates to him. And it's like, bro, until we see him, don't freaking mention him.
Yeah, and he's even gotten to a point where he's like, I'm not even fucking bringing this guy up anymore because it just seems like there's a tease. They could even literally, like, how they could even introduce Ghost Rider is do a Midnight Suns, like, kind of film, or they have to do film. Please do not make it a fucking TV show.
Yeah.
And then when they come in contact with Mephisto, that's when you can fucking introduce...
Well, yeah, the Ghost Rider being like the protector of Mephisto. He has to fight against the Midnight Suns. Would be so cool. And then they have to figure out a way to turn him. Because Ghost Rider, and all... Yeah, he's an anti-hero, but he is a hero.
Yeah.
He sides with good a lot of the time. And so to see that happen would be cool.
Fuck yeah, and it would be a masterful way to introduce him.
Hell yeah.
It would be so fucking sweet because like that's it, and then because I gotta wait I don't know how long for this new Spawn movie to come out.
Probably 2024.
That's not that bad.
That's still 2 years, a year almost now.
Yeah,
but it's still freaking a long ways. Like the Deadpool announcement happened back in September,
my God.
And they're like, "Yeah, FYI, it's gonna be September 8th of 2024." And it's like, you announced this 2 years and you hyped this up for...
Well, and they're already coming out and saying there's going to be fucking delays on some of the shows and the films. I'm like, because of the CGI. I'm like, all right, cool. At least you're taking your time now.
Yeah. If they keep coming out and saying, like, hey, guys, we've heard your compliments on our movies and how shitty they've looked. We're slowing down production. We're going to roll them out slower, but the CGI was going to look better. The story's going to be better. We're hoping to get you guys back and win you back by that. If they came out and said that, sign me up. I'll go watch your movies again.
Yep.
But until I see that, I'm probably not going to go watch another MCU movie in the theaters.
I'm like, and they're going to have to do it quick because did you see the announcement with DC? The James Gunn and who the fuck was I can't remember the other guy.
Thing with James Gunn.
He's now Kevin Feige of the DC.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Damn.
He calls all the shots, so it's not the DCEU anymore.
That's fine.
It's DC Universe.
Nice.
So
that's good for DC because they needed that, and I think.
And James Gunn
is doing really good. Peacemaker alone was a fucking phenomenal movie.
Oh, did he do Peacemaker?
He did Peacemaker and Suicide Squad. The Suicide Squad movie. The new one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's fucking great, and he did a good job.
Okay.
So,
because I haven't seen Peacemaker or this new. I haven't even seen the original Suicide Squad.
And I skip that one.
Ass.
Yeah, it's ass. See the James Gunn one. That one's way better.
Yeah, he did a fucking fantastic job with Guardians of the Galaxy.
Both times. Yeah. And now the third time coming up.
Yeah. That's one I will see.
We still got the holiday special still coming. So,
I
mean, we still got a lot of movies from him in the MCU.
You know what? This is my concern. Is Ragnarok awesome.
Phenomenal.
Love fucking Ragnarok. Love and Thunder. Huge disappointment.
It was definitely a Taika Waititi film on that one.
And knowing that he's now going to be doing a Star Wars film. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
I like when Ragnarok came out and they were like, Taika's doing a Star Wars film. I was like, fuck yeah. And then Love and Thunder came out and I'm like, fuck no. I don't know how this is gonna go.
Well, I hope Star Wars did what Marvel did with Ragnarok, and was just like, you can have a little bit control, not too much. Mm-hmm. With Love and Thunder, they gave him.
Yeah, they're like, fuck it, you did Ragnarok, and this is amazing.
Yeah, it's like one of the best ones. Here's this, and you can do whatever you want. And I think that was the problem. Is they gave it up to Taika to freaking do whatever he wanted.
Well, and the beautiful thing, this is going to be the one time Kathleen Kennedy is going to save Star Wars, is the fact that she's so controlling.
I hope it's not that she's so
like,
bad.
like that she's not gonna. Hopefully, she's not just gonna let him fucking pick up the reins and just run wild with it.
They need to let Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau have the reins.
Yes,
because those two guys freaking are beasts, and they can do
no wrong with Star Wars.
With Star Wars, they can't. I mean, yeah, Boba Fett was kind of meh, but they were kind of not really involved with that one. Mm-hmm. So, but with Mando and season 7 of the Clone Wars,
man, and even Bad Batch,
so good. Yeah, and Bad Batch is so good. Mm-hmm. And we need those guys to stay in Star
Mandalorian
Wars.
season 3.
Bad Batch right around the corner in January.
God. Is it January?
It's January.
I'm not gonna lie, I've been slacking on my Star Wars shit.
I'm with you there, but it's also because I didn't watch Andor. Like I watched Tales of the Jedi just because I was curious, and it's the same animation. Mm-hmm. It looks great. It still looks awesome. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I was disappointed that it was only 10-minute long episodes.
When you told me that, or Evan told me that, because I guess Evan had already watched it, and I was like, what the fuck?
I thought I told you that they were only going to be.
Yeah, you might have. Yeah, I think you did, and that's like. Fuck, dude. Because there were times with Clone Wars, and those were like 25-minute episodes.
Yeah, about the same as what they used to be.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And
it felt short.
It felt short, but I didn't complain because it was like, this is fucking awesome.
But usually when those ones were short, they had a part 2, part 3, and it kept running for multiple episodes to finish
and it picked up. Yep, it picked up right where it left off, and it made total sense. And like even with Bad Batch, they were like, fuck this. Like, we don't have to conform to, what were they on? Disney XD was with Clone Wars originally coming out on. They're like, fuck this, we don't have to conform to a TV slot anymore. Like, if we want to make a 45-minute long episode, we'll make a 45-minute long fucking episode.
And I think that's what they should do. Mm-hmm. All, like, with the Marvel and Star Wars shows, like, they felt like they're getting shorter with shorter episodes. It's like, no, you're going to give us shorter seasons. Give us longer episodes.
Yep.
Like, I can't... We need even balanced here. I mean, we can't have a short season plus short episodes. Mm-hmm. Like with Kenobi, it was cool because we had the one episode that was only 30 minutes long, which was short. But we had basically hour-long episodes throughout Kenobi. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it was only 6, but it was still
Kenobi was good. I loved Kenobi.
I loved it just because it was my childhood wrapping up.
It was and then
taking off at episode 3, and they started it out with the flashbacks. That was the most heartbreaking thing to watch the first time. It was like, damn.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up watching all these, and I'm still a huge fan. And then you guys had to tie it back in with bringing the original cast back, and now they're older and coming back, and they're excited to play it.
Yep, and then seeing Qui-Gon at the end.
Yeah, seeing Qui-Gon at the end.
Oh my god. Like that, because that's my favorite person. I was like waiting the whole time. Like every episode he's talking to Qui-Gon and he's not hearing him, and I'm like,
yeah,
why are we doing this? And then eventually I got pissed off and I was like, stop doing this. Okay, unless you're gonna say something back, stop fucking doing this. And then that end, he's like,
at the very end, he shows up. He's like, I've been waiting for you this whole time. It's like, we've been waiting for you too.
Yeah, you're like, motherfucker, or like,
time.
Yeah, the fact that he was like, I could hear you when I was talking to you, but you couldn't hear me.
Yeah,
and I was like, Kenobi, you're pissing me off here, man. Like, you mean to tell me he was talking to you this whole fucking season and your bitch ass just wasn't listening?
I do wish they'd have like little whispers so we can kind of like, oh, is he really talking, or are we hearing shit too with Kenobi?
Yeah, is this something?
And it's like, damn it.
Or even and that's the thing that I'm really hoping for, and this is why I'm excited that these movies are supposed to be coming out with Star Wars, is the fact that we're getting away from this whole Skywalker saga. It's overused, it's overplayed.
It's finally done.
Like, please, Revan.
Yeah.
Just Revan.
I mean, I can't tell you how many times we've talked about going back into the Old Republic era.
Mm-hmm.
Like, thousands of years before Episode 1. Mm-hmm. It's like, give us that. Fans would love to see army of Sith go up an army of Jedi and just fight.
Yep.
It's like, we've had the 2 Jedis and 2 Sith Lords.
Yeah, the 2 Sith, the Master and the Padawan.
We've had like the Chosen One or the Dyad, whatever Rey and Kylo were. We've had that. We're
a very sorry attempt at doing it.
But we want the older ones. Mm-hmm. And it's like, you guys have so much backlog categories. Go back and listen to your fans. Mm-hmm. We're all saying that we all want an Old Republic's era film.
Mm-hmm.
Just make one. See how it does. Just a test.
Yeah, you could even do, and I think we've talked about this before, you could even do a pilot on a TV show.
Yeah.
Like a short mini series.
Yeah.
To test the waters and see if this is really what fans want. Because I guarantee you, being a diehard Star Wars fan, you give me one fucking episode of the Old Republic, like an Old Republic setting Jedi film.
Yeah.
I'm going apeshit.
Everybody will.
Like, I'm going nuts.
Yeah. I mean, fucking, when they did the remaster, well, they're working on the remaster for the Old Republic games, just seeing Revan in that, fans lost their minds. And it's like, you guys have all that support. Take that momentum and be like, it's in the works right now. We're working on a Revan, or we're working on an Old Republic film. We're working on it. It's still being talked over. It's in the early stages. Mm-hmm. Give us a minute.
Yep.
But it is coming. And be like, just watch your fans.
Oh my God, bro.
And like D3, just have someone, or at Star Wars Celebration, just have someone just be like, we have nothing to show you for this besides this.
Yeah, this picture.
And it's a title screen. And just have like Revan's mask off to the side.
Yep.
People would lose their shit.
Better yet, Star Wars Celebration next year.
Yeah.
Just do me a solid favor. Don't say shit. Don't say anything about it. Let me be pissed off. And then have Keanu Reeves walk onto the fucking stage. And have him just walk up, say, how's it going? I love Star Wars, and I'll be coming.
Like
and
he did
walk
for Cyberpunk.
Yep. And then just have his ass walk right the fuck back off stage, bro. And I guarantee you, wherever they do that at, the whole fucking building is gonna go absolutely insane. Because you know that would be the everyone would know. Keanu Reeves?
Yeah.
Oh, you already know what he's coming. You already know what he's playing.
He's the most fan-casted actor right now for every role. I mean, he's fan casted for Ghost Rider.
Yep.
For Revan. I can't think of it.
There was another one.
There's a lot, but he's the most fan casted.
John
actor.
Constantine.
Yeah, he wants to come back.
Yep.
Constantine.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, you guys have the tools. We are telling you what to like.
We're telling you what you want.
You're like, what do you guys want to watch? We're telling you. You're not listening.
Mm-hmm.
You keep giving us shit and don't Hollywoodify anything.
Mm-hmm.
Just let it be Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Just let it be how it's meant to be. Just let it be a big old fight between the light and dark side. That's it. No politics in this. Just leave it alone.
Yep.
We just want Sith fighting Jedi. That's it.
Yep. I definitely
Speaking of
agree.
which, of the Sith, we need a Sith movie. We need a dark side movie.
Oh,
that'd be sick.
And
like,
that's
Jedis
why
are cool. Like the good guys are cool, but we need some villains.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
we need the representation for the villains.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sometimes their story is way more tragic, and it's sad, and you see why they turn.
Yep. You could do so many. You could use Darth Bane. You could use Darth Malgus. You could use Darth Revan. You could use
being. That would be just a sick like. Let him just be a beast.
Yep.
He's your new Darth Vader. Just let him be a beast and just mow through Jedis.
Yep. Just let him like solo just fucking like a whole fucking just army of fucking Jedis, and you're like, holy shit.
Yeah, and then you're questioning like, who's gonna fucking beat him?
Yeah. Like, and then you really get to build the story arc.
Yeah.
For your Jedi that you're like, no, this is like, because if you really did it that way, you did like something to where you really just show the power of Darth Malgus or any of the Sith.
Yeah, any of the Sith.
Like, you really do that to start.
Yeah.
And then you just kind of like split off and you start to show this Jedi that you're like, whoa, like this guy can really do some wild shit out here.
Yeah.
And then you literally could build another 3-film franchise off the back of just literally showing a dominant Sith Lord.
We need it to be. We need a whole movie of just the Sith Lord just mowing through people. We can't like Vader's been a badass and not doing very much for decades. Like, I think in total he's only had. I think now with just the Kenobi series, he's had about an hour's worth of just runtime. That's not enough. Like for a good yeah, it's Vader, and we all get like, holy shit, he's a beast. But we need to see a new Sith come up and just be an absolute tyrant.
Oh, hell yeah.
And just mow through people, and you're like, damn. This dude is going to freaking go apeshit on whoever we throw at him.
Yep.
And you can have the Jedi Council be so freaking petrified of this one being.
Yep.
That it's like, holy shit. Like, who's going to take up this challenge of fighting this dude? And you can have, what's her name from the games? It's not Asa Sakura. It's some, I can't remember her name. But you can have another strong female lead. If you guys want strong female characters, there's better ones than Rey. Write her in to be a good lead, though.
Yeah, don't do this.
Just don't make it be like, holy shit.
Yeah,
You're
like
a random fucking backwater lady. We don't know who you are.
You don't even know who you are.
And now you're OP as fuck. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and you literally see her training for, I would probably guess through all of the films, maybe like
a handful
20
of
minutes.
Yeah.
Like absolute max.
People are like, oh, she's better than Luke, or she's better than
Anakin, Obi-Wan, Mace. Like,
you cannot be better. I'm sorry, compared to as a main character, you can't beat Anakin in his story because he has had the tragic backstory of he was a slave, he was bought to become a Jedi from at 9 years old to this place that generally doesn't give a shit about your feelings, and now he's got to deal with, hey, my mom's fucking dying. I want to go save her, and we watch this turn, but we've also seen like the growth of his power. We haven't just seen him jump to be
you
badass
saw
Jedi master. No, we saw the growth of him.
And they did it beautifully with him as well, because you saw it on the movies.
Yeah.
And like, even if you weren't that huge into like all of Star Wars. You saw it through the movies. It made sense. But then whatever like loose ends, you were like, huh, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
They tied
in the
Clone Wars. So you really got to see his progression episode to episode.
Yeah.
And like the pinnacle, like the tying the knot was that episode when he comes in contact with the father, the brother, and the sister.
Oh,
like when you see
the one series.
Yeah. Like once you when you see him going toe to toe with quite literally the people that
are manifestations of the Force, both sides.
Yeah, and you're watching him like he can control both of them.
Yeah.
Like you were like, yeah, we're all fucked.
Yeah, and it's like, damn, that's sick. And then to watch his fall because he's a normal human. Like, yeah, he's a super fucking human because he's a Jedi, but doesn't negate him from human feelings. And he has a wife that has kids, and now he's got dreams of his wife dying. Like, that fuck up everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, most people would probably write that off as a dream, but I mean,
when you're the most powerful,
just saw his mom in a dream get murdered, and then you have to see another dream of your wife dying in child labor. It's like that fuck up anybody.
Yeah, after you literally
that's some valid points right there.
Yeah, once you see like you said, he sees the dream of his mom dying.
Yeah.
And then you're like you said, you could peg it off as, oh, it's a dream. But then he actually goes and sees his mom die the exact fucking way,
the way
that he saw in his dream. So now he's thinking, holy shit, every dream I have from here on out is gonna be real.
Yeah, any nightmare like that. And it's like, I'm gonna take precautions. Then you would think his best friend Obi-Wan would be like, hey man, you're not doing too good. Are you okay? Like, you would think having a moral support like that would negate him from falling. But the Jedis didn't have that because they didn't believe in that.
Mm-hmm. And that's why I loved the Kenobi. Thing. That's why I loved the Kenobi show, because you have such that huge time gap between 3 and 4.
Yeah.
That you're like, what the fuck? Like, he almost he says it in 3 when they're fighting, like, I let you down, and like you can see he feels a certain way about it. But then when you see him in Kenobi, just how fucking heartbroken he was.
Yeah. That
he knew he should have done more and he just didn't.
Yeah. Now he's got PTSD because he just created the most intimidating figure that now rules the galaxy besides the Emperor.
Yep.
And like everybody knows Vader as the fucking
he's
mercenary that just, or the Emperor's right hand man that doesn't give a fuck what you did. If you failed, you're done.
Yeah, the most famous villain in any fucking movie ever. Yeah. You hear just his breathing alone, you know who it is. Like who in any fucking villain in any movie or any antagonist in any film ever, all a fucking fan base needs is the sound of them breathing, and oh shit, here we go. Or even his footsteps. Like, his footsteps are iconic.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even just the hallway scene of Rogue One, just seeing the lightsaber at the end of the hallway just ignite.
Yeah, it goes dark.
Heard the voice.
Yep.
You heard the breath, and it's like, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
They're all fucked, and everybody knows it. They're like, these guys aren't living.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't explain that away.
No. Hell no. Yeah.
But yeah, Star Wars and Marvel both need to take like a couple steps back.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to the fans and be like, we get it, we're putting out a lot of shit.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to come back to what we were, our roots, and that's the heart of the fans.
Yeah.
But they haven't done that yet.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Kenobi was probably about the closest thing that they've gotten to be like, yeah, we're here, the fans, and we're going to give you like this little snippet. Like, here you go. Here's Kenobi.
Yep.
Enjoy. This is going to wrap up their storylines. And it's like, that was perfect. We needed that.
Yep. You see Ewan, you see Hayden, and you're just like, this is fucking wonderful.
Yeah.
Like, there was a few things that you and I both critiqued when we were watching each episode of this season.
Oh, of course.
But like, overall, I left when that ended and that concluded, I left with nothing more than like, fucking thank you. Like, this was beautiful. This is awesome. Like, seeing the progression for both of them.
Yeah, for both of them.
And or well, you could almost say all three because the progression that you're seeing for Vader, Anakin, and Obi-Wan, all three, like with the
correlated.
fact, and it was like, oh my god, like this is fucking awesome, and the fact that it solidifies that he never really was able to kill off Anakin.
Yeah.
Like, he could never get rid of him. He always had him. He just was at certain points he was able to control that side of himself more than others.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That one was good.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely going to have to come to that point where they all be like, we're done with this era. We're leaving it behind. Like, we're going to keep having Mandalorian, which takes place in between 6 and 7.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to keep that rolling in all of its split-offs and all of its conclusions with the Ahsoka show and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But we're also, for the movies, we're going to go back 1,000 years and we're going to start over.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to have a new trilogy, a new, what is it? What are those called when they reach 9 movies?
Oh, I
don't know what it's called, but it's like, we're going to have a new way to do this.
Mm-hmm.
We understand that you all love it when we go and do different shit than just the main, the Skywalker saga.
Mm-hmm.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go 1,000 years in the past. We hope you enjoy. We're going to try our best to make
appease what you want.
Yeah, what you, the fans, are going to love and appreciate. Just know it's probably not going to be what your expectations are, but we're going to try our best.
Mm-hmm.
If they come out and say that, fuck, dude, they would have Star Wars fans eating out of the palm of their hand to go see that movie.
Oh,
to see any movie after that.
Yeah, even the TV shows. Like,
like,
and that's the thing too. Is like, with the next big one that I'm excited for. Obviously, like you said, you got Bad Batch season 2, you got Mandalorian season 3. I'm very interested in Ahsoka because one, I think the casting of Rosario Dawson is perfect.
It is perfect
for fucking Ahsoka. Like that is literally really perfect.
Yeah,
and like Ezra. Yeah. I've been waiting on Ezra.
We've all been waiting on Ezra and Thrawn.
We know Thrawn.
Coming.
Know Thrawn's coming.
Yeah, he was already name dropped back in Mando season 2.
Yep.
With Bo-Katan.
Yep.
Or no.
No, it was when
it was Ahsoka.
Yep.
Trying to get the spear.
Yep.
Yeah. At that village.
And like now we need to know where is Ezra.
Yeah.
Like where
he's got to be with Thrawn somewhere.
Yeah, they have to be like
space.
Deep space. They've got to be together somewhere. They've you have to let me know because you killed off Kanan, and that pissed me off, but it made sense.
Yeah, it was sad seeing Kanan die. It was cool, like how they wrote it into where he got his vision back.
That was so badass
to see like his loved ones getting
away
his
safe.
Life, but he knows that they're safe, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that
definitely was the turn to be like, yeah, he's got to go, and we'll give Ezra. And
they did it so because it was getting to a point where people were like, I don't give a fuck about Kanan.
Yeah,
like I'll give a shit about Ezra. Like what's going on with Ezra?
Yeah,
and then once they killed him off, it was like, what? And it was, I will say, in my opinion, that's the best death in all of Star Wars.
It was one of the more meaningful deaths to see. I think the only other death that was probably more powerful than that one was Maul. Maul, when he died to Kenobi, and that was fucking just the perfect bow on the hat to freaking wrap up that decade-long fight. To just watch it be settled in 3 moves was great.
Yep. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. I just loved, like you said, the way that he just turns around and you see his eyes clear and he sees her. He sees Hera and he sees all of them getting away.
Yeah.
And he just dies. It was like.
Yeah. He force pushes him as the fire engulfs him.
Yep.
Like, that was so cool.
Oh, it was fucking wonderful. Yeah. But yeah, that one was. Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting and exciting to see where they go. Just don't fuck up Mando. And it's Jon Favreau. So
it's Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni run that. Yeah. So I don't think they're going to have any issues.
Yeah, they'll. That one, my only concern is how, don't run it too long. Like, don't continuously
that is definitely a thing
churn
that
shit
shows
out.
have problems with. We gotta see how season 3 wraps up, and if it wraps up good, don't finish it. Like, or finish it to the best of your guys' ability, but just leave it. Don't pick it back up and like, oh yeah, we got more shit to go on. Like, I think the tying of Mando going finally to Mandalore is going to be a big thing, and then him probably taking the throne of Mandalore and uniting the clans again.
And then just boom, end it.
Yeah,
and then let me see what's going with Grogu.
Yeah, that would be the biggest cliffhanger, but it'd make more sense. It's like, holy shit, like there's an actual true Mandalore on the throne of Mando, and it's like perfect. That's it. That's all you need.
Yep.
You don't need to come back and we don't need to go back there.
Yeah, you don't need to. You don't. I don't want to see. I don't want to see his fucking. Yeah, I don't want to see his fucking day to day like this that. And that's
Mandalore.
like, and that would be an awesome fucking film too. Yeah. It would be like the war between the Jedi and the Mandalorians.
Yeah, 1,000 years ago.
Like that would be.
Yeah, the Mandalorian War. That would be cool to see.
That would be
back 1,000
fucking
years ago. But
sweet.
Yeah, Mando needs to end on that note. Where he takes the throne and.
Yeah, and then just like Grogu
bends the knee, and all the clans of Mando, including the children of. What was it? The Children of Mandalore, or whatever they're called.
Yeah, I can't
like
remember the
all
name.
Of them, like, we once persecuted you for taking your helmet off. Like, we understand that this is the way that we're supposed to be doing this, and wrapping it up all nice.
Yeah, and then just let Grogu do what Grogu's gonna do, because
he's gonna be Baby Mando.
That would be that would be fucking sweet. Like that would be badass. Would be to like see him to see him in Mandalorian armor.
Yeah,
would be
those
fucking
have you
tight.
Seen those concept arts?
Yep.
That looks great.
Oh my god, yeah, where they got his fucking ears hanging out the helmet.
Yes.
Oh my, hell yeah, dude. Like that would be like that's my thing is with Star Wars moving forward. You either need to go way the fuck past the events of The Last Skywalker.
Yeah.
Or you need to go way the fuck ahead of The Phantom Menace. No more filling shit in.
Yeah, I think
no more any of that. Like you need to go way and I definitely think that they have more to work with going way before Phantom Menace. Like,
oh yeah, well they got the books, they got the video games that take place millennia in the past. Like you can pull shit. You don't need to come up with more shit. And even with the ending of Rise of Skywalker, you got a couple decades to work with. Like you got the Yuuzhan Vong coming back, which makes no sense without Luke being there, because he was the one that definitely fought them back. And it's like you have time periods that you can go do decades or centuries before the main timeline. Just leave that one there. It's good. Even the past or the newer ones are okay, but leave it alone. We don't need any more.
Yeah, no more. Like there. Yeah, it might. It hopefully they do what they got to do. Yeah. Like I'll definitely be interested to see how it goes. But yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Well, I appreciate you coming, Sam.
Yeah, no problem.
Plug your Twitch, your streaming, all your stuff.
Hell yeah. It's gonna be definitely going hard. Start of January, it's gonna be going hard. Every day a video, and every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday will be a stream.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
There'll be at least something every day.
And you do predominantly like Call of Duty, correct?
I'm gonna be all over the place.
Oh fuck yeah, that's what I like to hear, Sam.
I like Call of Duty, but I'm not that big enough to just be.
Yeah, just
I'm not
strictly
that I can just run off my whole career on Call of Duty.
Yeah, that's fair, bro.
I'll do like Markiplier and be just
all over the place. Yep.
Like I'll have the parties of like all of us just jumping into a Call of Duty, but it'll mostly be whatever the hell I'm feeling like.
Yeah. That's the best way to do it.
There's so many games more than Call of Duty. I'd rather just do something else.
Yeah. Jump on Fall Guys.
I tried. I tried.
Didn't like it?
It's goofy.
Yeah, it takes some. It takes some.
I played one game and I almost won.
Oh yeah.
I played one game and almost won. I came in second place.
Oof.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that piss me off.
Damn it! And I was like, and then I was gonna keep it on there, but Call of Duty's got some big ass fucking downloads. But
yeah,
God of War is coming out soon, so.
Oh fuck yeah!
I'm so excited.
Yeah, bro. Well, yeah, I'll definitely drop your stuff in the description. Check out Sam's stuff. But yeah, I appreciate it, bro. Yeah, we'll have to do another one. It was good.
When I get my shit up and running, we'll do another one.
Fuck yeah, definitely get that going. That'll be cool as fuck. And I'll have to jump on one of yours.
I was gonna say, well, at that point, then we can have like my live stream going with all this. Yeah, cool.
Fuck yeah.
But hell yeah, man.
All right, Sam. We'll take it easy, brother, man.
You too.